We are just over 48 hours away from the kickoff of the 2020 NFL Draft, and I'm joined now by Tanner Hoops of ESPN-UP. Now, I wanted Tanner to come on and give me his predictions for the Detroit Lions at number 3 and the Green Bay Packers at number 30. Now, just a disclaimer, we're not doing any trades, so the picks are set in stone. Before we do that, we're going to start with the Detroit Lions. I wanted to go over team needs, and this is according to NFLDraftNetwork.com. They have quarterback, interior defensive line, edge rusher, interior offensive line, and safety in that order of team needs. So, Tanner, you are on the clock as the GM for the Detroit Lions at number 3. Who are you picking and why?
I tell you what, Jake, I'm going with Jeff Okudah, the talented corner out of Ohio State. To me, he is the solid pick at number 3 overall. You know, there's a need there at corner for the Lions. Obviously, moving Darius Slay, he's with Philadelphia now. They did go out and they got Desmond Trufant, and he's fine. He's a good corner. He's probably still one of the better corners in football. But he's 30 years old, and beyond that, who do you have if you're Detroit? I mean, you've got Justin Coleman. That's your nickel guy. You need to have a little depth at corner, especially a guy as talented and as cheap as Jeff Okudah would be. To me, that seems to be the home run hire for Detroit.
All right, so I'm sure Lions fans wouldn't be too opposed to pick up the best cornerback in the draft, so that is a good pick there. Let's move to the Green Bay Packers at number 30. Let's go over the team needs really quick. Wide receiver, their number 1 team need, followed by tight end, interior defensive line, cornerback, and then linebacker. All right, Tanner, you are now on the clock with the 30th selection. For the Green Bay Packers, who are you choosing and why?
Well, I tell you what, Jake, wide receiver obviously is the top need, but this is such a good wide receiver draft. I don't know that the Packers are going to spring to get a wideout in the first round. Tight end, again, another need as they let go of Jimmy Graham this year. And Jay Sternberger's still young and riddled with injuries throughout his rookie season. This is not a good wide receiver draft. I wouldn't be shocked if Green Bay goes line, whether it's offensive or defense here. I know offensive line wasn't necessarily listed as one of their top needs, but they did lose Brian Bulaga this year. They signed Wagner, and I get it. You know, he's fine, he's capable, but he's probably not the long-term guy. And, you know, I look at a few guys like Austin Jackson out of USC. I mean, that's a guy that'll be there at number 30, and he fills a significant need for the Packers. Now, obviously, they need a run stopper on defense, a nose tackle type guy. That was exploited during the San Francisco playoff game. I don't think that a guy like Kinlaw out of South Carolina is going to be there. So I'm thinking offensive line here for the Packers. I'm going to go with Austin Jackson out of USC at number 30.
Austin Jackson. Now, I do like that pick. Obviously, he's a bit raw, but he has a lot of potential. And you know the saying, you want to build your teams from the inside out. So I think that would be a good pickup to protect Aaron Rodgers there. So we got Jeff Okudah at number 3, Austin Jackson at 30 for Green Bay. The NFL Draft, it kicks off Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Like I said, just 48 hours away. I cannot wait. Tanner, thank you so much for joining me. James, we're going to throw it back to you in the studio.